Let's bring in the Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. Thanks for coming back here. We got a ton of stuff to get through, so thank you for your time. First, the president on the body cam issue from the Oval Office just yesterday.
Well, it wasn't my decision. I would have, I leave it to her. They generally tend to be good for law enforcement because people can't lie about what's happening. So it's generally speaking, I think 80% good for law enforcement. But if she wants to do that, I'm okay with it.
Okay, there we have it from the commander-in-chief. What about the demands for no more masks? What about the demands for warrants from a court? Does that come next, Tricia?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Dana and Bill. As far as the actual body cams themselves, Secretary Noem is on the ground frequently with our men and women of DHS law enforcement, and they're asking for those body cams. They know that there's a highly coordinated campaign of violence against our law enforcement. These agitators are using different tactics to provoke our law enforcement and then take it, selectively clip, edit, and make it go viral. We're seeing that constantly, so this is going to be great transparency for the American people. I won't get ahead of the White House as far as on those negotiations, but I do think as far as those administrative warrants, there's a mass campaign of misinformation as far as what's going on. Whenever an administrative warrant is used, our law enforcement, there's a final deportation order for that illegal alien, so they have had full due process as well as there's probable cause. So those are very much lawful. They were used in past administrations, including the Obama administration. So there's some political gamesmanship going on there as far as administrative warrants, which Congress and the U.S. Constitution recognizes.
Tricia, I have just a practical question because the agents in Minneapolis will be getting the body cameras, and I know that the goal would be for everybody to have them. Does the federal government have enough body cameras to make that happen, or do you need more?
Well, we certainly need more. We now have the funding, but we need to make sure that those are deployed to all of our officers on the ground. As Secretary Noem said yesterday, it's going to start in Minneapolis and then it will go nationwide. And Bill, you asked earlier on about those masks, and I do want to remind the American people why our law enforcement officers wear those masks. Of course, they are facing a 1,000% increase in assaults and massive doxing against them from agitators. But you look at also who they're targeting. They're targeting known and suspected terrorists, highly sophisticated criminal rings that do go after them in personal capacity. And we need to make sure our law enforcement officers are protected.
Okay, Tricia, and the shooting of Alex Peretti, those officers, Border Patrol, they were wearing body cameras. Will that video be made public, yes or no?
At least 4 of those body cams, officers were wearing body cams. As far as if those will be released to the public, I cannot get ahead of the FBI in that investigation.
So it's possible?
It's possible.
Okay. Here in New York, apparently a criminal illegal immigrant was released from custody. And the rap sheet is, I think to use the word impressive would be the misuse of that word. Nonetheless, here it is. Charged with rape, strangulation, assault, forcible touching, burglary, disorderly conduct, arrested for false personation and grand larceny, repeatedly arrested for larceny, stolen property, and drug offenses, federal warrant issued for illegal reentry as an aggravated felon, arrested twice on drug and larceny charges. That was over a period of 13 years. Now, the mayor is pushing back on this individual who was picked up apparently by ICE here in New York. He said mass federal agents are terrorizing our communities. Thanks to Governor Hochul, today New York took a step toward ending local law enforcement's cooperation with ICE. We cannot be complicit in their cruelty. I guess the question then becomes, how did you get him if the locals did not cooperate?
We had to go and pick him up. The fact that he was almost 11 times in the custody of New York, and yet he was released back onto the streets of New York to make for more victims. But it is not just him, Bill. 6,947 criminal illegal aliens were sitting in New York's jails last year and were released. I will reiterate that, 6,947. That includes 148 murderers who were in New York's jails released back onto the streets, 260 sexual predators in the jails released back onto the streets, 717 violent assault perpetrators back onto the streets. Those people were in custody. If New York would actually honor our detainers and notify our law enforcement before they turn them back onto the streets of New York, this country, that city would be so much more safe.
Let me ask you about another thing, and that is temporary protected status for Haitians. And a judge yesterday said that the Department of Homeland Security is wrong in what they're trying to do. He said that NOM's national interest analysis focuses on Haitians outside the U.S. or here illegally, ignoring that Haitian TPS holders already live here, and legally so. And she ignores altogether the billions Haitian TPS holders contribute to the economy. How do you feel about that one?
I think it's a whole lot of word salad. I think it is a lawless and naked activism from the bench. It looks like we will be bringing this to the Supreme Court. We believe we will be vindicated. Dana, this is a program, temporary protected status, that is designed to be temporary. Haitians were given temporary protected status 15 years ago because of an earthquake. That shouldn't be happening. This can't be de facto amnesty in this program. That's not what it was designed to be. What the Trump administration, what President Trump and Secretary Noem are actually bringing integrity back into the system. And we also have to look at the vast amount of abuses that have happened under TPS. Gang members, known and suspected terrorists, people with rap sheets from their own country, including murder and other heinous crimes, are coming into our country, creating national security crisis. We've got to get back to the basics. We've got to get back to security and bringing in only the best into this country.
Okay, I heard Supreme Court in your answer there at the beginning, so we'll see whether or not that is where this goes. Thank you for your time, as always. Plenty to cover next time as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.